All right. So I was talking about single mothers and how they need to go to a ghetto. Uh, they need to go to a ghetto because life is that difficult for a son or daughter. And if you don't send them to a ghetto, then they never really learn what it takes to get out of a ghetto and what it takes to like actually make it in society. So, and sometimes people just don't get it. They turn to criminality, and I can't say I haven't done that. I don't even know my path. Do I turn to criminality again? Do I get a job? Do I just stay on disability? Uh, as it is right now, I'll probably just stay on disability. I'll probably just, they say stay on disability like it's a drug or something. It is technically, they give you a lot of drugs. Anyway, so those are my three options: work, don't work, or go into criminal behavior. Anyway, I don't really know what the hell I'm gonna do. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna become a criminal unless I'm just absolutely forced into it. Because jail is jail is like hell on earth. If you've never been to jail, I've never been to prison, but jail, some of the people in there who have been to prison told me that this time around jail felt worse while we were in there. They pack you like sardines, and it's like, and then they feed you food that makes you fat. And then when you get out, they monitor your behavior with probation, which sounds like some kind of perverse thing that they do, which it is. They shouldn't even probation. Do you know what the word probe means? It's really gross. Uh, this whole system's going down eventually, whether I do anything or not. Uh, anyway, something interesting. I'm gonna get like way off topic and just talk about random stuff in this video. Something interesting. They're merging the psych wards and the mental hospitals with the prisons. I noticed this because they send some schizophrenics or schizoaffective disorders to prison already. They already do this. And now they're switching the lights that they had from psych wards, like the lights on the ceilings, from the yellow prison lights to the white psych ward lights. And yeah, so that's what you can look forward to when you go to prison now. It's gonna be like a psych ward if it's not already. It's not already, by the way. I think in my state it won't be nearly as bad as in New York, depending on who you are, but I'd rather be in Indiana than New York, I think. Maybe. New York's probably gonna be worse because everybody's just packed in tighter there. So, yeah. What else is there to talk about? Yeah, that single mother that I saw earlier, she told me to work. She just looked over at me and said work because I was on a stream doing Twitch or whatever. Uh, yeah, I told her, I didn't tell her anything actually. I just know that that's a single mother. She should probably be in a ghetto. Uh, Sorry about your kid having to grow up with only one parent. Uh, if there's another parent involved, that must be confusing. I don't know. Hopefully it's not. And yeah, I feel bad for them, but I can't feel bad for them when they just tell me to work and I'm not the parent. Uh, it's not my job to take care of your kid. Uh, Especially when you're this woman who is just promiscuous and wouldn't, doesn't, you're just some college slut. Anyway, sorry that I'm sure that kid, it's her mother, but your mother was a whore. Sorry. I'm not gonna tell a kid that to their face, but you ever heard that phrase? Don't worry, my mother was my mother wasn't a, my mother was technically a whore, but later on in my life. Anyway, I don't know. Like, my mom grew up Catholic, and she married my dad. Probably shouldn't have married him. Probably shouldn't have had kids with him. I think my mom should have been a nun, but she couldn't because of childhood trauma placed on her by her mother. At least that's what I've surmised. She still could have been. I think she should have been a nun, but then I wouldn't have been born. So I guess I guess it's good that she wasn't a nun. Uh, but yeah, in another reality, she really should have just become a nun. She can't become a nun now. Obviously, she's too old. Uh, she's not too old, but like I don't know. After she probably could, but I don't know. I don't want to get into it, but she should not. Is all I have to say. Uh, Anyway. And then you got my dad, who is, well, he's not really a Christian, but he goes to church sometimes, and he's dating a Jewish woman. Okay, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, he's a Protestant, and he's dating a Jewish woman, but he's not really a Protestant, obviously. But not just because he's dating a Jewish woman, for other reasons that I won't delve into. Uh, anyway, yeah, I'm an unorthodox Catholic. That's what I call myself, unorthodox, because the Catholic Church supports too many things that I disagree with. But I'm not a Protestant because I don't agree with them either. I say, well, that's those churches look nice. Yeah, those churches look nice, and I really like the cathedrals that I think they took over. Whoever they are, maybe the fucking Templars from Assassin's Creed. I really don't know. And anyway, whoever took over the Catholic Church, whoever's behind the scenes doing that sort of stuff darkly, I'm not on their side, and that's what I mean. That's what I mean when I say I'm unorthodox. Anyway, and I'm also left-handed, but I use my right hand for everything because that's what my mom taught me to do. So she was Catholic, so she still held on to some of those beliefs. Plus, I think she saw the utility in knowing how to use your right hand instead of your left hand for everything. My mom's not dumb, you know, she's very smart. She might seem kind of dumb to people. I might seem kind of dumb to people too, but we're not. Anyway, uh, yeah, I'm an unorthodox Catholic. That single mother should have been in a ghetto. Um, and or at least like separate housing, you know, like I don't know. I don't really agree with that though, because it doesn't set you up for the real world. By set you up, I don't really mean set you up. I mean it doesn't prepare you for the real world. Uh, anyway, see you later.